Welcome to Landon's Guide to High School Math. I'm Landon, I'm your tutor today, and we're just going to jump right into it. We're in the Pre-Algebra course, and we're going to do one-step and two-step equations and inequalities. So, here we go. Oh, no, not this one. I'm sorry, guys, that's the next video. Proportional relationships is our topic. Okay, let's go ahead and continue where we left off. We're going to do sections 3 and 4 today, and we're already being hit with 7 questions. At the beginning of the year, Adrian's saving account balance was $28. Each week, he deposits another $15 into that account, where he doesn't spend any of his savings. Is his savings account balance proportional to the number of weeks since the start of the year? So we have two options. We have linear. We have proportional. And I'm not going to write the whole word proportional, but it's right here, proportional. So what we want to know is that we have $28 at the start of the year. Each week, he puts $15 into his savings. So proportional means that it's a different amount each time, not linear. Since it was the same, this here is no. So it cannot be simplified to the same number. So the quantities are not proportional. If it was like a different amount, then it would be that. If you got that right, good job. If you didn't, here's the answer explanation. Here's the videos, and happy studying. Okay. Does the following table show a proportional relationship between the variables g and h? So, in actuality, what this means is that g and h should have, it should increase the same amount. So, g, let's see, we have 369. So, I think this means that it's adding up by 3 each time. So, you have 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 3 is 9. So now we just have to try the same thing. When we have 9 plus 6 plus 81, it should add the exact same. So I'm going to get my calculator out here. 36 minus 9 is 27, so 9 plus 27 is 36. 36 plus 27 is, 63. So with that in mind, no, this is not a proportional relationship. So yeah, they are all different numbers. If you got that right, good job. If you didn't, here's the videos, and happy studying. So that's what we'll do. We'll just use division in this problem. Anna does sit-ups to get ready for her first triathlon. When she starts, she does a sit-up every 2 seconds. But as she gets tired, each sit-up takes longer and longer to do. Is the number of sit-ups proportional? So, well, so she does a sit-up every 2 seconds. So, say one sit-up is 2 seconds, and then maybe the next sit-up is 1.9 seconds. Maybe the next one is 1.5 seconds. Maybe the next one... every 2 seconds. It's like maybe the next one will take 3 seconds. So, give me a moment. Okay, I can't erase it. But maybe the next one will take 3 seconds. Maybe the next one will take 5 seconds. Maybe the next one will take 10 seconds. But otherwise, we do not know how much it'll be each time. So, if we have different ratios, then the answer here is going to be no. If you got that right, good job. If you didn't, here are the videos, and happy studying. So, we have not answered yes a single time. Let me show you guys what would happen, if the answer was, yes. So, let's just say, okay, so, I'll give an example here. So, maybe, we have $5. And then maybe we have $10. So each time you get, maybe we have 5 puppies, okay? So this is P puppies, and then 10 is dollars. Every single time you buy puppies, $10, if you buy 5 puppies, you lose $1. No, you would multiply by 2. So you would multiply it by this. And then 20, 40. This would be a yes, because 10 divided by 5 is 2, 20 divided by 10 is 2, and 40 divided by 20 is 2. It may sound confusing. Let's hope Khan Academy will give us a better example. So, let's go ahead and move on. Does the following table show a proportional relationship between the variables x and y? So, let's see here. It looks like x is increasing up by 1/4. Good. And then y is increasing by 3. Hey, what do you know? This is perfect. This is exactly what we want. We are increasing by the same amount for x and y. See, this would be an example of yes, because you can use division, and then once you use division, each one of these will be equal to 12. So if you got that right, good job. If you didn't, here's the videos, and happy studying. And if you're not good at dividing fractions, totally normal. Because you're just learning, that's all. A grocery store charges $3.02 per milk jug and $10 per grocery bag. You never buy the bags because you bring your own. Is the total price you buy proportional to the number of milk jugs you buy? Well, let's see here. We have 10 cents for a grocery bag. We have $3.02 for a milk jug. So, you never buy bags because you bring your own. So, you're not buying grocery bags. So, there's no money for that. So, with this in mind, the answer here would be no. It would be yes. My bad, because if you never buy, you have milk jugs, and for each milk jug is for one bag. You increase by 1 for every milk jug, and then for the price, you increase by $3.02. If you got that right, good job. You did better than me. Here's the answer explanation. Here are the videos, and happy studying. We'll do a bonus problem at the end, I guess. The following table shows the time it takes to ride the elevator to 3 different floors of a skyscraper. Based on the table, it's the number proportional to the time it takes to get there. So, okay, let's see here. Okay, I think the floor number is multiplying by 4, because 4 times 4 is 16, and 16 times 4 is 64, correct? And let's see here. 0.25 times 4 is 1, and 1 times 4 is 4. Hey, what do you know? All of these are getting multiplied by 4, so I think the answer here is yes. If you got that right, good job. If you didn't, here's the videos, and happy studying. And yeah, you can do this optional step. You can do this, but you can also do 4 over 0.5. It really doesn't matter. They'll get the same fraction and same answer either way, so it doesn't matter. I mean, maybe it does if a teacher requires you to show work, but if that's the case, try to find the y over x value like we discussed in my last video. Let's go ahead and move on. Apples are on sale for $3.12 per kilogram. Is the total cost of the apple proportional? So, it says per kilogram. Let's just say we have 1 kilogram right here. That's $3.12. So then we have 2. Now it's going to be $6.24 because we're multiplying by 2. And then 3, this will be, well, we add $3.12 again and get $9.36. So hey, what do you know? This is perfect. This is exactly what we want. We increase kilograms by 1 and increased the price by $3.12. So this here is also a yes. If you got that right, good job. Here's the answer explanation. Here's the videos. Happy studying. Okay, I'll let you guys do this on your own. So good luck. Okay, do we have anything? It looks like here we are multiplying x by 5, because 5 times 5 is 25. And then 25 times 5 is 125. And then 2 times 5 is 10. And then 10 times 5 is 50. So, hey, what do you know? That's perfect. We're multiplying it by 5, so times 5. So here's yes. If you got that right, good job. If you didn't, here's the explanation. Here are the videos. And happy studying. Okay, good job. Let's go ahead and keep going. Proportional relationships. Gosh dang it. Okay, if they give us 7 questions, I might have to end it off here. But, because I don't like when they give 7 questions. Okay, my L mixes 15 milliliters of bleach with 3.75 liters of water to make a sanitizing solution for a daycare. The amounts of bleach and water always have to be proportional when he makes sanitizing solution. Which of the following could be the combination of volume of bleach and water for my L sanitizing solution? So we mix 15 milliliters with 3.5 liters. So we have to find what the answer is for when we divide by this. And it says we might need a calculator, so I will assume we have permission to do that here. So let's go ahead and solve. I got 4, so I'll put 4 right there. And now all we have to do is just find 3 answers over here that are equal to 4. So without further ado, let's go ahead and do that. 12 divided by 3? Yeah, it's equal to 4. A is correct. 6 divided by 1.5? Yeah, that's 4. This is correct. 3 divided by 0.75? Yeah, that's also correct. 20 divided by 5.5 is not 4. 11 divided by 3.5 is also not 4. So the answers here are A, B, and C. If you got that right, good job. Here's the answer explanation. Here's the videos, and happy studying. Okay, a park has a 3-liter tall tetherball pole and has 6.8 tall flagpole. The lengths of their shadows are proportional to their heights. Which of the following could be the lengths of the shadows? Well, let's take a look at this, shall we? So, we have 6.8, and we'll divide that by 3. Actually, you know what? Since we have the lower first, let's do 3 divided by 6.8. So we'll do 3 divided by 6.8. And that's equal to, well, I got approximately 0.4411, something like that. But if we get an answer similar to that, then that'll work. Okay, choice A, 1.35 divided by 3.4. Nope, it's 0.39, so it's not A. Choice B, 1.8 divided by 4.08. Yeah, that works. That's correct. 3.75 divided by 8.35 is very close. 0.449, not 1, so it's not C either. Okay, 0.6 divided by 1.36. Yeah, that's correct. So that means our answers here are B and D. If you got that right, good job. If you didn't, here's the answer explanation. Here's the videos, and happy studying. Okay, the table shows a proportional relationship. Okay, so now we're talking relationships again. So a row of values are missing. So it is proportional. That is given, which means that 3 divided by 1.47 must be equal to 5 divided by 2.45, and that also must be equal to 9 divided by 4.41. In this case, all of them are equal to 2.04081. I'll put that into like terms, but don't worry, we just have to find an answer that's equivalent to that. So let's go ahead and try that. We want 3 answers. Choice A, 2 bananas and 0.98. So let's divide those, and yep, that's equal to this right here. So this is correct. Choice B, 7 divided by 4.45. Nope. And I'm just putting these in the calculator. Choice C, pounds of banana 6, total cost 2.94. 6 divided by 2.94. Yep, that's correct. Choice D, 1 divided by 0.54. No, that's not right. Choice E, 8 divided by 3.92. There you go. That's correct. The answers here are A, C, and E. If you got that right, good job. Here's the answer explanation. Here's the videos. Erase those. And happy studying. Okay, Jack popped some popcorn, where 3 of the 150 kernels did not pop. Determine whether or not each popcorn snack below has the same ratio of popped to total kernels as Jack's popcorn. So don't be confused. We just have to find what the ratio is. So we want 3 out of 150 did not pop. Let's just represent that as a fraction. We want 1 over 50. So 2 over 75. Yeah, that's not our answer. So this is a different ratio right here. 4 over 200. Well, if we divide each by 4, which is the same fraction of, that's correct. So this is the same ratio. 1 out of 50, yep, that's literally what we have right here. So that means our answers are different, same. If you get that right, good job. Here's the answer explanation. Here's the video, and happy studying. Okay, the relationship between the number of hours a plumber works and the total work fee she charges is proportional. Her fee for 5 hours of work is $350. Which of the following could be combinations of values for the plumber's work hours and total work fee she charges? So let's see here. We want 5 and 350, so I'll put that into a fraction. 1 over 70. So we want 1 over 70. So we have 3 over 270. So if we do that into the calculator, we get 0.011111, which is actually not what we want because that is equal to, give me a moment, 1 over 90. So it's not A. Choice B. Okay, so actually for reference, 1 over 70 is equal to like 0.014285. That is what we want. So we do 3.5 divided by 375, and that is indeed equal to 1 over 70. We have 6 over 420 for choice C, and that is also equal to what we want. 7.25 over 507.50 for D, and if we plug it into the calculator, that's what we get. So our answers here are B, C, and D. If you got that right, good job. If you didn't, here's the answer explanation. Here's the videos, and happy studying. Okay, next. Okay, Mumbai is approximately... See why I don't like 7 problem sides? It's kind of long. Mumbai is approximately 845 kilometers away from Bangalore, and Mumbai is approximately 1,160 kilometers away from Delhi. The distances measured in centimeters between the cities on Ellis's map are proportional to the real distances. So let's see here. We have kilometers for Mumbai and Bangalore to Delhi. So it's 845 over 1,160. So if we put that into perspective, that is equal to, I'll just put it into 5 decimals, 0.72844. So Bangalore to Mumbai, 116.5 divided by 174, that is 0.669, so that's not right. Okay, choice B, we have 42.25 divided by 58, and yep, that's correct. Choice C, 23.4 divided by 29, that's not right. That is 0.806 something, or whatever that is. 16.9 divided by 23.2, this is correct as well. And then my process of elimination, E is correct, but let's just put it into the calculator just to make sure. The Khan Academy didn't make a mistake, and they didn't. There they go. It is correct as well. So B, D, and E are our answers here. All right. Here's, if you got that right, good job. Here's the answer explanation. Here's the videos, and happy studying. Okay, last problem. Let you guys do this on your own. Good luck. Okay, so we are missing 2 of those answers. So we know that 10.5 divided by 28 must be the same as 7.5 divided by 20, etc. In this case, it's equal to 0.375. So if we put 1.25 divided by 5, that's not right. That's 0.25, not 375. 1.5 divided by 4, yep, that's 1. That's right. 8 divided by 3, that's not even what we're looking for at all, because, first of all, red is bigger than yellow, which is not even true. Okay, 7 divided by 16, nope, that is 0.4375, and then 4.5 divided by 12 is 375. So our answers here are B and E. If you got that right, good job. If you didn't, here's the answer explanation. Here's the videos, and happy studying. Whew, alright. We're doing good. Let's keep going. Identify portion relationships from graphs. Alright, this one's 4 questions. Okay, so graphing. We love graphing. Okay. The cost of parking the downtown parking lot depends on the number of hours your car parks for. So let's see here. We want to use our references. So we have hours here, and this is the x-axis because remember the x-axis is a horizontal line, and the y-axis is a vertical line. So that means that this is x, this is y, this is x, this is y. So we want 1, 5, and 12. 1, 5, and 12, and this is not the answer, I'm just putting where the x's are. And now we want 4, 10, and 15. So 1, 4, yep, already got that. We want 10, so let's put it in 10, and then 15 right here. Is the cost of parking proportional to the number of hours parked? Well, if we have 4 divided by 1, that's equal to 4. 10 divided by 5 is 2, and 15 divided by 12 is, well, I don't know, whatever that is. But yeah, this is not correct. So here would be no. If you got that right, good job. If you didn't, here's the answer explanation. Yes, linear lines are proportional. So just find a linear line and you're good. Forget what I said about the division. Here's the videos and happy studying. So that's what I'm saying. You can even use graphing, but that might take a little longer. So what's a proportional relationship? Well, we just said it's a linear line. It's A. If you got that right, good job. If you didn't, here's the videos and happy studying. Okay. So let's plot the thing. Let's do a speed round this time. We have 110 right here. We have 220. We have 220. We have 330. And that's a straight line. So yes. If you got that right, good job. If you didn't, here's the answer explanation. Here's the videos and happy studying. Okay, so last problem. I'll let you guys do this on your own. You know what? Actually, I kind of want you guys to do a graphing one. So here, let's just find the answer. The answers here are both A and B, but I'm only going to pick A. No! Oh, that's only if it's going in, a line where, yeah, you might want to confirm the things. Shoot. So, I see here. I see what the issue is. So, you want to go in a line where, it'll work and still have proper lines. So, you want to plot points that are easily legible. So, we have 2, 4. 2 divided by 4 is 1/2. 4, 4 divided by 8 is 1/2. And then, yeah, it's what you do. So, alright, happy studying. Interpreting graphs of proportional relationship. Okay, the following graph shows the time required to braid a necklace based on its length. Which statements about the graph are true? Okay, the point 0, 0 shows that it takes 0 hours to braid a necklace that is 0 centimeters long. The point 0, 34 shows that it takes 2 hours to braid a necklace that is 24 centimeters long. Well, this would be both of them because that's it shows on the graph. That is literally the meaning. If it said 24 hours to take 2 centimeters, that would be confusing. The x and y axis by different graphs. So if you got that right, good job. If you didn't, here is the answer explanation. Here's the videos and happy studying. The proportional relationship between the cost and duration of a phone call is shown in the following graph. Which statements of the graph are true? So let's see what we got here. We have 8 and 2 right here. We have 4 and 1. And then we have 10 and 2.5. So the y-coordinate of point A represents the total cost of 8 phone calls. So yeah, you know, like we have the y-coordinates right here, which is 2. So 2 represents the cost of 8 phone calls. Exactly, that's just what we're looking for. The total cost of 1 minute phone call is 3.3. So if we're plotting right here, yeah, that looks correct, you know, because like we can even check that, like we have 4, 1, and then we have 2.5, so then cut that again, and yeah, that looks pretty correct. If you got, excuse me, if you got, what? Total cost of 8. Oh, okay, so this would be minutes. So the total cost of 1 minute phone call. Okay, yeah, if you got that right, good job. You did better than me. Here's the videos and happy studying. We'll do a bonus question at the end, no worries. The local gas station charges a certain rate, dollars per liter, for gas, as shown in the graph below. What is the price of gas at a gas station in dollars per liter? So, dollars per liter. So, for every liter, that's this, and it's actually giving us the point here, it says 1.5. So, this would be $1.50 per liter. If you got that right, good job. If you didn't, here's the answer explanation. I did put 0 because money you do want to put into the hundredths without rounding. But anyways, happy studying. Okay. An art store sells fabric. The relationship between the area and the cost of the fabric is shown in the following graph. Which of the following about the graph is true? Well, we have 0, 0, which shows that the cost is $0 for 0 meters squared of fabric. And yeah, that's correct. That's the origin. We have the total cost is 0 and the square meters is 0. So it's A. B, the point 424 shows that the cost is $24 for 4 meters. Yeah, exactly. So, if you got that right, good job. If you didn't, here's the answer explanation. Here's the videos, and happy studying. Alright, last problem. I'll let you guys do this on your own. Okay, the point 84 shows that 8 cups of tomato sauce are needed to serve 4 people. Well, no, this doesn't never says anything about serving people, so it's not A. The recipe always requires the same amount of tomato paste as tomato sauce. Well, let's see if that's true. We have 4 for 8 right here. We have 3 for 6, yep. We have 2 for 4, and then 1 for 2. So we always have the same ratio. So yeah, I think that this is true as well. So I think the answers here are B. If you got what? Are you kidding me? Okay. Yeah, if you got that right, good job. You did better than me. Here's the videos and happy studying. Okay, so ooh, yeah, that is pretty long. Alright, I think we're just gonna end it off here. So, we're gonna go ahead and take the quiz, and I wish you guys the best. Your quiz starts now. Give you guys a moment. The answer is does not, has, does not. If you got that right, good job. The answer is no. If you got that right, good job. The answer is this. It is this. And I know you guys can't graph, so if you want to go to Khan Academy and, do the thing, you can do that. But anyways, this is the graph, and the answer is no. If you got that right, good job. The answer is 40. If you got that right, good job. The answer is proportional, not proportional, proportional. If you got that right, good job. Okay, that is the end of this video. So in the next video, we will go ahead and finish off this unit with the 4th section. So, anyways, without further ado, I'm Landon Pitts. I was your tutor mentor today, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.